Yeah, we are indeed basing the game in many ways on what was good about Street Fighter 2. There's a lot of reasons for that, not least of which is I think perhaps the best balanced fighting game ever created was probably the last iteration of Street Fighter 2, which is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So just looking at the way that game is balanced and put together, and it's just very a complete and total package, and we really like that about that game, so we wanted to sort of bring back a little bit of that feeling and sort of go back where it all started. Another important reason, of course, is the rules themselves, the basic movement, the basic moves. They're all relatively user-friendly, easy to get into, especially for those of us that used to play the game. So we wanted to sort of preserve that friendliness that Street Fighter 2 has about it. It was actually a fairly easy decision when it comes to the main cast. Basically, pulled all 12 from Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition sets, including the 4 bosses. These guys really are what it is to be Street Fighter 2. They really are the core of Street Fighter itself. So in order to preserve the rules, in order to preserve the feel of Street Fighter 2, those guys had to be in it. We didn't want to disappoint fans by leaving out their favorite character from that game. So they all made the cut, and it was a fairly easy decision to get them in. But of course, if we just had the original 12 characters, it'd be kind of pointless to put a 4 on it and call it a new game. So we did add some interesting new characters. Those decisions were based on a couple of factors or standards. One, we wanted them to fit within the Street Fighter universe and worldview. We didn't want them to look out of place. It's just kind of a way to salt and pepper the game a little bit, add a little bit of spice that wouldn't be in it otherwise, and give it the Street Fighter 4 flavor, if you will. We started with just a giant laundry list of possible new features to add for this game. The one standard that we wanted to maintain is we wanted it to be something that a beginner could use in a simple way, but something with enough depth that a hardened veteran would be able to use this technique in a different way and use it in a deeper way. So that's where the focus attack system comes in. A beginner can just hit the 2 buttons, something happens instantly, they didn't have to time something properly. Whereas a real expert is going to use it in an entirely different way. You can cancel it in other moves and string it in combos and things like that. The really good thing about the system is it's very much focused on the difference in offense and defense and switching rapidly between them. So it makes for some pretty interesting gameplay. But yeah, this is coming from a virtually infinite list of possibilities. That was the one that seemed to really suit the game and match up with what it was we were in. Yeah, we're not only thinking about it, it's actually underway, and the good news is we're not talking about some Japan exclusive thing. This is something we'll do for North America and Europe as well. Basically, I think for people that really enjoyed Street Fighter 2 back in the day, we're very much used to using joysticks to play the game. I think a lot of fighting games are sort of engineered specifically for that. So the people that really like fighting games are going to want to play with the joysticks, so we're going to do them the favor of putting together a really good one tied in with Street Fighter 4. So look forward to that. We've already begun working on it. I would say that right now our main concern is just getting a proper online platform up and running, getting 360 users to play with 360 users for now. The PS3 with PS3, PC with PC. If we get that up and running extremely smoothly and have time left over, I say I'd be very, very interested in trying to look at some cross-compatibility with PC version of 360. But I'm certainly, I don't want to commit or promise to something like that right now. I can promise my interest.